Ever since the start of the Industrial Revolution, mankind has had to deal with natural environmental problems. Due to wastewater, air pollution, and greenhouse effect, our own living environment is changing. Although Earth is mostly covered with water, the fresh water is less than 0.5%. The scarcity of water is resulted from the heavy environmental pollution and climate change. In order to remind ourselves to treasure the water supply, the United Nations has set the date of the 22nd of March to be World Water Day. Although Taiwan is surrounded by oceans, the obtainable water for the people of Taiwan is only 1/6 of the average of the world and is ranked to be the 18th water shortage country globally. The Taipei翡翠Reservoir provides domestic water use for about 5 million residents living in metropolitan Taipei. Besides the domestic use of water, the reservoir also provides water for industrial use and firefighting to protect public safety and properties, and provides a strong support for economic development. Taipei翡翠Reservoir Project provides water supply for the Taipei region, including Taipei City, as well as Xindian, Zhenghe, Yanghe, Sanzhong, Danshui, and Sanzhi of New Taipei City. In recent years, Taipei翡翠Reservoir also provides water supply for Banqiao, Xinzhuang, as well as others. Water usage of both Taipei City and New Taipei City is around 50% each, achieving the ideal goal of sharing the water of翡翠Reservoir between two cities. Rivers in Taiwan are short and oftentimes flow rapidly into oceans. It is difficult to have a stable water supply without reservoirs. As a consequence of increasing population and industry development in Taipei in the 1970s, water supply became insufficient, making a large reservoir necessary for metropolitan Taipei at that time. Sourced from Mount Shuishan, Beishe Creek looks like an energetic dragon from the bird's eye view. The翡翠Valley, located downstream of Beishe Creek, shows a rather gentle slope, and its bedrock is really hard and dense. After careful investigation, it is regarded as the optimum site for an arch dam. Accordingly, the reservoir was named as Taipei翡翠Reservoir. Taipei翡翠Reservoir Project was approved by the Executive Yuan in 1979. Soon after the project approval, Taipei翡翠Reservoir Committee was set up to oversee the project. Taiwan Power Company was assigned to manage the project, and Sinotech Engineering Consultants Incorporated was in charge of the engineering design and construction supervision. The main contractor was Retzer Engineering Agency. The capital investment is 11.4 billion NT dollars. It is the first large arch dam planned, designed, and constructed by locals. The group of the project had behaved efficiently and cautiously. They worked very hard to ensure the project is always on schedule. The contractor made strenuous efforts to meet the target date for completion within 8 years. Construction of the翡翠Reservoir project was completed on schedule in June 1987. Then the newly set up Taipei翡翠Reservoir Administration took over the responsibilities for management. upstream cofferdam and diversion tunnel were completed first during the initial stage of construction. They diverted the water from the creek into diversion tunnel and dried the riverbed of dam site. Thus, engineers could excavate the bedrock in the creek to construct the foundation of the dam. During the construction of the dam, due to existence of some clay-filled seams in the bedrock, a high-pressure water jet with 2,400 kilograms per square centimeter was used to clean seams and refill it with non-shrinking cement mortar to enforce the solidity of dam foundation and ensure the dam safety. The翡翠Dam is a three-centered double curvature with variable thickness arch dam, the biggest concrete dam in Taiwan. Due to the mass concrete body, temperature control is important when concreting the dam. Pre-cooling and pipe cooling methods were applied. The dam body is divided along the dam axis into 29 different blocks with a total of 938 lifts. Each of the lifts is 2.5 meters high. The main function of the dam is to intercept and store water flowing from Beishe Creek. The completed specification of the dam is as follows: 122.5 meters high, about 45 stories tall, and 510 meters long at the crest, with 700,000 square meters concrete in volume. The spilling facilities consist of 8 crest spillways, 3 sluiceways, and 1 tunnel spillway. The design flood discharge is 9,870 cubic meters per second. In order to dissipate the energy created by spillway and sluiceway discharges, a plunge pool of depth 33 meters is provided immediately downstream of the main dam. Since Taiwan is located within the collision zone of the Eurasia Plate and the Philippine Sea Plate, the seismicity along the Taiwan area is very high. Therefore, the dam needed special designs to resist seismic assault. The seismic design of the翡翠Dam is the same as a nuclear power plant. The design horizontal peak ground acceleration is 0.4 g. The dam and its pertinent facilities are equipped with 17 kinds of instruments, including plumb lines, strain meters, stress meters, uplift pressure pipes, weir stations, strong motion accelerography, and so on. These instruments monitor the structural behavior of the dam and its pertinent facilities. They also may help detect and analyze potential problems that might occur. For data analysis, a real-time dam safety evaluation system is developed to check the dam behavior. In order to ensure the dam safety, we have developed a systematic maintenance plan. The plan includes periodic instrumentation observations, on-site inspections, timely evaluations, maintenance, and special tasks to earthquakes and typhoons. The watershed area is about 303 square kilometers. It covers part of New Taipei City, including Pingling and Xindian, and townships such as Shuangxi and Sheding. The full pool area is about 10.24 square kilometers, and the gross storage capacity is 406 million cubic meters. The full pool level is 170 meters above sea level. Taipei翡翠Reservoir is the second largest reservoir next to Cangwen Reservoir in Taiwan. The goal of Taipei翡翠Reservoir project is to provide public water use only. The raw water operation policy is utilizing Nansha Creek natural flow first. If it does not meet the demand, then releasing water from the reservoir to satisfy the demand. Both discharges from the reservoir and Nansha Creek are conveyed through the river channel to the Zhitan and Qingtan intake of the Taipei Water Department. After purification of water treatment plant, the clean water is delivered to households by distribution networks. For efficient water resources utilization, a 70,000 kilowatt hydraulic power plant was installed to generate green electric power, and the tailwater flows downstream to supply public use. In order to collect hydrological data, there are 6 rainfall gauges, 3 discharge stations, and 1 meteorology observation station deployed in the watershed. The real-time data, transmitted wirelessly to the Reservoir Operations Center, are analyzed by a computerized operation system to help reservoir operation decision-making. When a typhoon attacks, the administration cooperates with the Central Weather Bureau, the Danshui River Basin Flood Control Command Center, and so on. Taipei Feitsui Reservoir Administration also works with the Sherman Reservoir to release floods strictly following operation rules to ensure dam safety, water supply, and flood mitigation. The administration releases flood warning to the media and informs Disaster Prevention and Rescue Center of both Taipei City and New Taipei City before flood releasing. The Bureau also uses flood warning system to notify citizens to prepare themselves for the flood. To secure the safety of water use for 5 million residents in metropolitan Taipei, the reservoir has been set as a restricted area. Any recreational activity, such as fishing or boating, is not allowed in this area. In order to watch the condition of land use, we inspect the catchment area frequently so that irregularities discovered may be immediately reported to the authorities for corrective action without delay. In recent years, we applied ecological engineering methods, such as constructed wetland and vegetative buffer strips around the reservoir, to effectively eliminate pollutants, nitrogen and phosphorus contained in the water. To monitor the water quality in the reservoir, we schedule to launch several related research projects involving in algae, aquatic plants and animals, and physical and chemical analysis in the water. According to the rating from the EPA, Taipei Feitsui Reservoir is one of the best reservoirs in Taiwan in water quality. To prolong the useful life of the reservoir, one of our strategies is to continue working on water conservation, landslide hazard mitigation, and reforestation so as to lower the sediment. During the flood or typhoon season, our strategy is to keep the clear water and discharge the turbid water to remove the sediment. The sedimentation survey is conducted every year to serve as the basis for estimation of the effective capacity.
And Roger, sir, can I have your next answer with
A healthy watershed comes from a healthy ecological environment. For years, the watershed of Taipei Feitsui Reservoir still preserves a pristine and diverse ecological environment with the protection from related agencies and residents. Except for the common species in Taiwan, there are the endemic emerald green tree frog residing in the watershed. Moreover, the special and gorgeous flower, Rhododendron Kanehira Wilson, was also successfully restored in the Feitsui area. In January 2004, the first Water Resources Eco-Education Center in northern Taiwan was completed. With the completion of the center, the reservoir has greatly enhanced the environmental education advocacy by replanning and redesigning the Water Resources Eco-Education Display Area in 2009. The center now integrates information systems of reservoir safety, operations, and water quality. Providing clear information to the public, it functions well both in education and in promotional activities. The reservoir actively invites scholars from home and abroad to give lectures through hosting conferences related to water resources. We hope to continue to deepen and widen the academic discussions of water resource conservation. In 2007,翡翠Reservoir Administration launched the first fern garden in Taiwan with the help of Shiliu Environmental Greening Foundation. The garden exhibits the fern evolution and riotous profusion of ferns in Taiwan. Most of the fern grows at the bottom of the forest and has the function of preventing soil erosion. And at the same time, the forest increases its ability of retaining the water. Through the fern garden, visitors will experience a close relationship between the ecological conservation and water conservation. After the completion of the Taipei翡翠Reservoir, residents of metropolitan Taipei have been far away from nightmares of summer droughts. However, a serious drought in 2002 caused water rationing in Taiwan. The reservoir managed the drought cautiously, and through the cooperation of related authorities and the public in water saving, fortunately, we overcame this crisis. This experience reminds us that water is not an inexhaustible supply and is not always plentiful. We should keep the past suffering of water shortages in mind at all times. Therefore, to cherish water resources, everyone should form a habit of water saving and not pollute the natural environment arbitrarily. Then we can expect the possibility of human existence in the future. Water, essential for life, nourishes all living things on Earth. Taipei翡翠Reservoir is the most important water source for about 5 million residents in metropolitan Taipei. Let's go hand in hand to protect it and leave our future generations a clean, beautiful water source.